in the second half, multiple close officiating calls went against the Patriots yesterday. Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce was ruled down on the field before fumbling, which negated a potentially big return by the Patriots after the ball came loose. The play would be overturned after Belichick used his final challenge. The Patriots were therefore unable to challenge a Harry play that was called out at the 3-yard line, despite replay showing that it was a clear touchdown. Then, with under 4 minutes left, there was a non-call on what appeared to be pass interference on the Chiefs when Brady was targeting Dorsett, which would have put the ball at the 6-yard line. Lots there. Fox Sports NFL analyst Greg Jennings now joining us. Greg, so good to have you back. Did the refs cost the Patriots the game?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not, Skip.
Not.
Don't and it's
I'm talking to you.
And it's simple. It's simple. Why did they not cost them the game? Because they had other opportunities. Now, in saying that, they blew the call. They blew a few calls in this game.
That one back, yeah.
They could have got it back. They could have got a lot of them.
Harry?
But
The N'Keal Harry call, they blew that one.
You say they blew it? Because Shannon said they didn't blow it.
He was clearly in bounds.
Was he? Shannon said no.
And they missed the block in the back too. They sprung it.
Yeah, I mean, we can split hairs, but they missed that call. It should have been a touchdown.
Sure.
But if we rewind all the way back and why we didn't have an opportunity to review it, because the Patriots offensively wasn't giving Bill Belichick anything. So he has to challenge a third down reception by Sammy Watkins
which he shouldn't have.
Which he shouldn't have, but he does because he's trying to get something. He's trying to get them his defense off the field, get his offense another opportunity. Then he has to challenge what was a fumble by Kelce, which now he's out. And so you don't have an opportunity to even get this play reviewed, which they would have. But it's predicated on the performance of your team. Now, I'm going to take you to a play that literally costs a team a game. And it was my Green Bay Packers against the Seattle Seahawks in 2012, the Hail Mary that they called a completion.
Oh.
You want to know why? Now, mind you, this is the replacement refs. Then, on this play, we had no other opportunity, Skip. There was no other play after this game.
Right.
After that play. There was no opportunity we had to make that right. When you look at the New England Patriots, they had, after the N'Keal Harry missed touchdown call, they had the opportunity. It was first and goal.
From the 3.
From the 3.
And what did Brady do?
And you can't get the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, Jacoby Myers.
You're right. He throws the ball to Jacoby Myers. Little low.
It's you in the chest.
Little low, but you got to make that catch. I'm not going to make any excuse. Both. You got to make that catch.
Throw too.
But then you have 2 more possessions after that. So now all of a sudden we're harping on a couple plays prior to these possessions that we're saying the refs cost. No, I need more out of your offense, and they weren't able to produce it.
Yeah.
Period. If anything, the Kansas City Chiefs should be embarrassed because they let them back in the game.
Thank you.
So, no, the refs didn't cost it. The refs did not cost the New England Patriots the game because they had opportunity after each one of those blown calls, if you will, to make it right.
You know what? I'm going to take a page out of Skip Bayless' playbook because Skip Bayless says the reason why LeBron James doesn't get foul calls because they know he's such a poor free throw shooter. Now, James Harden gets those calls because they know he's going to make 88 to 92% of those. So they didn't make those calls because they know the Patriots offense, we're not going to bail you out. A good offense gets those calls.
Bail you out?
Yes.
Well, there's nothing subjective about the call. He's just inbounds. I mean, you're not like, we'll give him this one. No, it's not like that. What are you talking about?
Because your offense got
It's a terrible analogy.
Because when your offense got to resort to trickery in the first quarter of a ball game.
Timeout. The Patriots have been known for trickery through the whole dynasty.
Not in the first quarter.
Do you remember what happened at Baltimore? They were in such trouble in that game.
Oh, no.
And they run a double pass to Amendola to Edelman.
Their offense was always able to produce. Right now, the only way they can produce first downs and sustain drives is through trickery.
You know why? Because right now, and I'm not kidding I'm not exaggerating, you would be better than any option Tom Brady has at wide receiver. How old are you now? Like
36.
Right now, seriously. You could go suit up for them, and you would become by far the #1 option right here because you're in really good shape. I would love it. If you want to go back, I'll make the call today. No, seriously, because he has no option.
But Skip,
he does not.
Mohamed Sanu? Are you kidding? He caught one ball.
Skip, you make my point. Because you say they ran that trickery when they threw the pass to Danny Amendola,
Yeah.
and he threw it, and
He threw it to Edelman.
Threw it to Edelman.
Yeah.
You say because they were in trouble in the fourth quarter.
Was it Edelman?
You in trouble in the first quarter, the opening drive? You in trouble, Greg?
They know what their offense is, and they know what they lack.
And what are they lacking?
Everything.
The quarterback play has been bad.
The quarterback
What are
play
they
has
rushing right now? They're 23rd in the league. Whatever happened to Sony Michel, who led the postseason in rushing?
Skip.
He's in the doghouse.
It all starts up front.
Skip, I don't want to break it to you, but your quarterback is 20th in QBR.
Oh,
he's 30th in completion percentage, and he's 27th
Well, I
in
hate
yards
to
per
break it
kill.
to you, but he's got the worst protection in all of pro football. He just does.
It's
He
always
can't
somebody
block
else's fault.
anybody.
I'm not trying to make any excuse for Tom Brady, but I mean, we see the film, we watch the games, we know what he's dealing with. He's been under pressure more than what we've ever seen. He's been running for his life.
Like Aaron Rodgers the last 3 years before he got this job.
But we're talking about a non-mobile quarterback who has always thrived in the pocket, getting it done, and who has always been able to elevate and overcome whatever they lacked. And he just has not been able to do it this year.
You can't when you get older. You can't lift it once you get old. You can't lift as much. Can't lift as much, Greg.
Did you see Mohamed Sanu get open yesterday? I couldn't find it.
He was on the field for like twice.
You know who the starting tight end was yesterday? Matt Lacoste. Cut twice by the Giants, once by the Jets, and once by the Broncos. And he's
The Patriots
he's the
cut
new
him twice.
Gronk.
Did the Patriots cut him too? This is the second go around with the Patriots.
No, I'm just saying those are three other teams that let him go.
Okay, well, you cut him and
That's all you
brought him
got?
back. So what did that tell you about you?
So we've had two recent stories. Gronk says, no, I'm not coming back.
No, you're not.
And there was a big story yesterday. I think Adam Schefter had it that, no, the Patriots are not going to go back to Antonio Brown.
No.
Nope, they're not, okay?
They need to consider it.
I got it. I don't know how he's going to get eligible again. That's a whole nother
They might just revisit next year.
Yeah.
But it isn't happening this
Not
year.
right now.
But the point is, Josh Gordon is still catching balls for Seattle. He'd be a better option than what you have right now because it comes down to the last play of the game. Brady throws a great ball against the blitz. He's got two blitzers right in his face. He's falling backwards and throws it right on the money to little Julian Edelman, who is 5 feet 10 inches tall. And the more I watch this play, and I love Edelman, but he doesn't make a real hard try at this ball. Like, you got to go up and shield and try to snatch.
But
right?
Skip, he's only so big. When you 5'11", ain't a whole lot of shielding you can do.
Watch
That's
this
not
play.
Gronk.
Let's see it one more time. This is a play Edelman just has to go up and fight for it. Go fight. It's your ball. Is that not Edelman's ball when it's in the air?
Yeah, a lot of times.
Go get it.
A lot of times it's tough because you don't know exactly
how
where the
close he is.
defender is on your back.
Sure.
So you're trying. Your quarterback is leading you, so you're thinking you can just kind of just run to the ball, but that defender sees it from a different angle, so he jumps over your back. It's happened to all of us.
He just reached over and just knocked it away.
Yeah.
It's a great play.
But see, Breland, although he's not the biggest man, he's bigger than Edelman.
He's bigger
and so
than
it's
Edelman.
not a whole. Now, Gronk, there's no way you got to go through Gronk to make that play, and you're going to probably get PI because he's so much bigger.
And I got to get this off my chest one more time, but who made the most explosive play for the Patriots all day yesterday? It was N'Keal Harry on the ill-fated, uncalled touchdown, right? It was an electric move to the pylon.
It was a good play, really good
That
play.
was his lone target of the game. He played 2 snaps, though. What's wrong? He's your first-round pick. He's 6'4", 225. How about on the last play of the game? Would you throw him a fade route like a jump ball because he's going to get single coverage? Seriously. Do you not trust him at all?
No, you don't. You just simply don't. When you look at the New England Patriots offensively, historically, they've never had this many young players relied upon. It's as far as skill position. When you look at their perimeters, like they're so young. They've always had an Edelman or a tight end like Gronk or someone. You had Hogan. You had
last year
sprinkles of veterans.
We used to talk. And I say, Hogan is better than people think.
You're right.
Oh, no, Hogan's terrible. I'm saying he's better than you think. I say he's faster.
He can run.
And you remember, he was the one that caught the third down that got it going last year in Kansas City.
He did.
He was the one.
What did they call him in Miami?
7-11.
Because he was always open.
Yes.
Right? Well, they got nobody who can get open right now, and that's a problem. So,
Well, they
bottom
got
line,
Chick-fil-A players now because they closed on Sunday.
that is true. True. So, in the end, that was really cute. So in the end, if the said referee, who's the side judge named Jonah Monroe,
Skip, you ain't got to bring that man's name out.
he deserves to have his name called. The play happens right in front of him, and he's like, there. Right? What are you doing?
Defenders in front of him, blocked.
Right in front of him. It wasn't even close.
Skip done called the man name, where he went to school.
He went to Arkansas.
Wait, look at that.
Arkansas. That's all you need to do.
You ought to be
right?
ashamed of yourself.
Yeah.
You ought to be ashamed of
If
yourself.
he makes the correct call, it's 23-20 with 13 minutes and 30 seconds left. The momentum has swung completely to Patriots, and on the last drive, the whole dynamic is different. If you know in your back pocket you got the field goal, now you can try some things that you might not try because it's a different field.
You can't try a whole lot because you got Tom Brady.
Here's my issue with the whole play. Like, as referees, just like players, and we're expected to understand the rules and the timing of situational football. If referees understand what they have at their exposure, or at their disposal, meaning if I call it a touchdown, it's going to be reviewed no matter what.
True.
So let's lean to the side of just calling it a touchdown. That way we can correct it later. But if you don't call it a touchdown, understanding the circumstances, New England can't challenge it anymore. You know all these things you have to know all these things as players. You have to know all these things as referees. So let's just call it what it is. They didn't really take advantage of the situation that they had in front of them. Call it a touchdown. If this is a savvy crew, veteran crew,
Brady overcame a 25-point deficit in the third quarter. He overcame 3 3rd and 10s, but he had it first and goal at the 3 and can't get in, and we blame the refs.
No, I'm not blaming the refs because they had you named all those
opportunities.
opportunities.
He got it in. He threw it right here to Jacoby Myers, undrafted rookie free agent.
Now we going individual. Now we picking him apart. He got it in, but the play wasn't made.
Well, he was a quarterback at North Carolina State, and you're asking him to make the catch of the game.
What was Julian Edelman?
A quarterback at Kent State.
And what?
That's it.
Super Bowl MVP.
Boy, Belichick's let this roster just slide into oblivion.
No, look at that. Did you see that defense?
Yeah.
Give him